Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about a type of product that pretty much makes up half of my diet, at least that's what it feels like, and that is protein bars. I have 3 brands of protein bars that I am legitimately obsessed with. Like, there's always a steady stream of these bars in my home, and I eat at least 1, sometimes 2, and occasionally all 3 in one day. No joke. I'm not even exaggerating, and if you follow me on Instagram, you know this because I'm always posting pictures or at least Insta stories of protein bars. I'm obsessed with protein bars, and I thought I would tell you about my 3 favorite brands to eat on Weight Watchers Freestyle. So truth be told, my obsession with protein bars happened because I knew that while I was trying to work the Weight Watchers program, and this is way back in Points Plus land, guys, this is like 2 or 3 iterations of Weight Watchers ago, I knew that I was working so hard at finding substitutions for the sweet treats in my life and the indulgences in my life that I wasn't necessarily getting enough of the proper nutrients. And I thought the best way to do that was to get a protein bar in my diet. So I went on the hunt for a protein bar that was Weight Watchers friendly. Did you have any idea how impossible that task was? Like, seriously, I would go to stores with my scanner and be like, oh, this pure protein or this brand or whatever brand. And this was, keep in mind, this was like, I don't know if I started loving these bars in college. I don't remember when it was, but it was at least 5 or 6 years ago, at least. So the fitness industry has grown dramatically in that period of time, right? So we're keeping that in mind, that the protein bar availability was a lot less than it is now. So I freaking looked everywhere for a protein bar that would fit in my plan, deliver the nutrients I need, and still leave me with enough points for dessert at night. And then, one fateful day, I stumbled across the brand that made me fall in love with protein bars. Recognize these? These are Quest bars. These are my first love of protein bars. And they became my love because when I scanned these bad boys, they actually came up as a reasonable amount of points. Protein bars nowadays, and there's still a whole bunch of them. Like, if you go to a protein bar section of a GNC or vitamin shop, which is what I do quite frequently, it's like one of my hobbies practically, and you scan some of these things, they're 7, 8, 9 smart points. And when you only got 23 smart points to work with, you don't want to spend that many points on a protein bar. Because my goal was not to use a protein bar as a meal replacement. That was not what I was going for. I wanted a snack. I wanted a supplement that I could eat as a, you know, something before bed or something in between breakfast and lunch or lunch and dinner to hold me over and deliver the nutrients I wasn't necessarily getting because I was stupid and was more concerned about eating Weight Watchers friendly desserts and actually eating clean, healthy foods. That's different now, but my love for protein bars still remains. Quest bars are my first love, and I don't want to say my greatest love because I have an equivalent love for all 3 brands that I talk about in this video. No joke, like equivalent love. I can't compare one to the other, which is why there's 3, and they're completely different bars, which is what makes them so great, and there's so much variety in what I have in my house on a daily basis. Quest bars are whey protein base, which is a dairy base, and they are so high in protein, so high in fiber, good in fat, and so low in sugar. As you know, Smart Points, when that happened, it buckled down on sugar. And so while everything else in my life went up in points values when we switched from Points Plus to Smart Points, Quest bars stayed the same or went down. No joke. My bars that were 4 or 5 points plus were mostly 4, occasionally 3. I can't even tell you which ones are 3 points because I don't eat them anymore. But they either, the ones that were 5 went to 4. And I did a happy dance. I, no joke, did a happy dance when I discovered that. And now they're cranking out flavors that are new and exciting and so much more delicious than the ones that I originally fell in love with. I don't even eat those flavors anymore because there's so many better options out there. So, the Quest bars, I haven't gone through all of them. They have quite the flavor selection, guys. But like I said, I really stopped eating the old ones. My first love was fudge brownie and apple pie. Those 2 were my favorite. I don't touch them anymore because there are so many better tasting flavors out there. All of the ones I eat are 4 smart points, which is amazing. And for 21 or 22 grams of protein, totally worth 4 smart points. They're great for on-the-go breakfasts on days that I don't have time to make myself eggs. I grab a Quest bar, have it with my cup of coffee, and I'm good to go. So Quest is my favorite, and so much so that they actually invited me to be a Quest Squad member, and I've been a member of the Quest Squad for, I don't even know, 1.5 to 2 years now, and which means that occasionally I get boxes of Quest stuff randomly showing up at my door, which is, it's like the angels are singing every time a random Quest box shows up at my door. They don't pay me or anything. It's just they give me product and I talk about it. But guys, I promise you, I only advocate for brands that I truly love. And this is a brand that I have loved for years and years and years. So I want to tell you a couple of my favorite flavors before we move on. The new birthday cake, some people don't like it, some people love it. I'm kind of in the middle. The first time I tried it, I was underwhelmed, but the more I eat it, the more I like it. So, way to go, Quest, for sending your Quest Squad members 2 boxes, because by the end of that second box, I was like, shoot, I gotta go get more birthday cake bars. They're actually quite good, and for only 4 points, definitely worth it. I love the Mocha Chocolate Chip Bar. It tastes like coffee and chocolate. Who doesn't love that? I love the S'mores Bar. I love Blueberry Muffin, and I love Oatmeal Chocolate Chip. I think those are my top ones. My husband really enjoys cookies and cream and cookie dough, so we have a steady supply of those in my house as well for him. The second brand of protein bar that I am utterly obsessed with is RX bars, and this is a new recent love. This is my new love affair right here, RX bars. And I talked about them in the last video I uploaded, which was my Weight Watchers Rebel video, and it talks about 4 Weight Watchers rules in terms of tracking that I do not follow, and RX bars were one of the rules that I break. RX bars are technically 7 smart points for each bar, but I only track the nuts in the bar, and I go into detail in that video. I'll have it linked up there for you. Seriously, go check it out if you want more of an explanation as to why I track them as I do. But the bottom line is, these bars are so clean that it would be stupid not to find a way to work them into your healthy lifestyle. Literally, the ingredients are dates, egg whites, almonds, cashews. This one particularly has chocolate, natural flavors, cocoa, coffee, and sea salt. This berry one has dates, egg whites, almonds, cashews, cranberries, strawberries, raspberries. How can you argue with that? You can't. It's the cleanest, I feel like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the cleanest protein bar on the market. I'm not even joking. So I decided that I had to find a way to incorporate these into my daily life. And I did by changing the way I tracked them, and that was because of somebody else on Instagram who did the same thing. But I'm so glad I did. Like, these bad boys replaced desserts for me. This mint chocolate one, holy cow, so good. And so the fact that these clean bars for 210 calories and 12 grams of protein can replace a dessert for me, a dessert that is either not Weight Watchers friendly or a dessert that is so high in artificial sweeteners that is not good for me anyway, but it satisfies my sweet tooth, why shouldn't I be eating these, right? So I track these for 3 smart points a piece. Again, check out that video. I'll have it down there as well if you want more of an explanation, but I'm obsessed with RX bars. I will have a link to all of the bars that I mentioned down below, but RX bars will be down there. And a couple of my favorite flavors. I love the berry one. I love the mint chocolate one. I love chocolate sea salt. I'm a big sweet and salty girl, so the chocolate sea salt with like actual chunks of sea salt in it, oh, so good. And the maple sea salt. The maple sea salt one for my tracking, I think ends up as 4 or 5 points instead of the 3. They're all 7. If you're not breaking any Weight Watchers rules, they're all 7 points. Maple sea salt and the seasonal flavors, which are now gone. I got them on the last call when I ordered from them a month ago. The gingerbread one, when it comes out next winter, if it comes out next winter, pick up some of that. So good. So RX bars are the second brand that I have around. And remember how it's completely different from a whey-based protein bar like Quest bar. This is just an all-natural bar that the protein comes from egg whites instead. And the last protein bar I want to talk about today is a new love of mine as well. Newer love. It's an older love than RX bars, but these are no-cow bars. Guys, I have become obsessed with no-cow bars. I can't even tell you. Like, so obsessed that the company just launched its ambassador program, and they asked me to be a part of their like pre-launch group, like the first ambassador. So I'm one of the first No Cow ambassadors. The company sees how ecstatic I am about their product on Instagram, and I'm going to tell you an honest to goodness story. The first time I tried No Cow bars, I thought it was disgusting. I really, really did. I was like, who eats this? The reason I looked for No Cow bars and came across No Cow bars is because with all of the protein supplements that I have been using from Quest, protein powder, protein bars, and I get a lot of my protein from things like yogurt and cheese and all of that, I felt like I was getting too much dairy in my system. I am not dairy intolerant, at least not to my knowledge, but too much of a good thing is bad for anybody, right? And I was getting so much of my protein from dairy products, I had to find an option. I wanted to find an option that was dairy free. So I went hunting and I stumbled across No Cow bars. So I grabbed them, and to my pleasant surprise, at the time I scanned No Cow bars, they were dairy free, gluten free, they're all of the things free. Let me see what this actually says. Their slogan is no cow, no bull, no whey. W-H-E-Y. Ha 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 ha. Gluten free, dairy free, no sugar added, non-GMO, soy free, vegan. Like, how can you argue with that, right? So I decided to try it, and when I scanned it, it was only 3 smart points, and I was like, well crap, a bar that like, it packs like 22 grams of protein, I think. 22 grams of protein in these bars. And it was 3 smart points. And I was like, oh, I feel like I just struck gold. I didn't think in my life I'd find something with a better bang for my buck than Quest bars. So I tried it and I hated it. And so I went away from it for a while. But the whole dairy problem was still plaguing me. So I decided to go back and try again. And after like bar 2 or 3, all of a sudden I went from thinking that they were gross to being completely and utterly obsessed with them. I don't know what happened, but they're so good. And I think it just took a little bit of getting used to because I was so used to one particular kind of protein bar. And I love them. And now they reformulated, rebranded, and sadly, with the reformulation, all of the bars are now 5 smart points, which made me want to cry a little bit. But after trying them, I've tried almost every one of the new flavors, which were all flavors they had before, most of them anyway, but reformulated. And I'll be honest, they taste a lot better. They're a lot easier on the palate. I don't know, they're fluffier, they're softer. They're a lot softer actually, now that I'm thinking about it. They're a lot softer. And they're really good. I'm completely obsessed with them. So much so that I ordered like 4 boxes the other day, and including this sample pack, which has one of every one of their flavors in it. So their entire flavor lineup is as follows. Raspberry truffle, which was one of my favorite flavors before. They also used to have dark raspberry truffle, which they no longer make, which makes me very sad. But they kept my raspberry truffle. Chunky peanut butter, which is bomb. It's really good. Lemon meringue pie. I will be honest with you, this one I did not like. I ate it yesterday because I wanted to have a decent review of all of the flavors for you before I filmed this. I took one bite of this and I was like, oh no. And by the end of the bar, I got used to it. But lemon meringue pie was not my favorite, so I will not be buying any of these once I finish the ones from my sample box. Blueberry cobbler, quite tasty, quite tasty. Peanut butter chocolate chip left me underwhelmed. It was fine. It didn't taste bad, but it tasted mostly like the No Cow bar base with a little bit of something in it, but it wasn't great. The chocolate fudge brownie blew me away. I had never eaten it even in the old formula, and I had it the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, this actually tastes like a chocolate fudge brownie. Delightful. I loved that. Mint cacao chip, very good, a light mint flavor, super refreshing and delicious. And my all-time favorite is one of their new releases, and it is carrot cake. And it was one of those things, I took one bite of it and I was like, there's no flavor, there's no, oh, there it is. It was good, real good. So much so that that is the box of one flavor that I ordered. So I ordered 3 sample packs, so I had a variety to choose from, and then I ordered a complete box of carrot cake bars. They are all 5 smart points. They are all dairy free and all free of all that other stuff. And I feel like they complete my protein bar collection. So I have the whey protein, which is dairy in Quest bars, for 4 smart points. I have the RX bars, which are very clean, egg white based protein, and all very, very good ingredients. And mind you, I'm not saying that the other bars aren't good ingredients, but like the fact that I can say every word on the ingredients list is huge. And then I have No Cow bars, which are dairy-free protein, which is so good for my body and packed with fiber and packed with protein, just like Quest bars are. So very good. And because I am an ambassador, I have my very own referral link. So if you guys want to check it out, I don't care if you do it or not. If you want to go to www.nocow.com, go for it. But I have a referral link down below that lets them know that I'm the one that sent you. And because I want to share the love of No Cow bars, let them know I sent you. Please, that would be great. So those are my top 3 protein bars that I eat on Weight Watchers Freestyle. On Weight Watchers, all of those bars for me are very Weight Watchers friendly. Quest bars are about 4 smart points. There might be 1 or 2 thrown in there that are 3 points, but all of the ones I eat are 4. Totally reasonable. RX bars actually scan as 7 points, so if you're obeying the rules, then they are a little bit high in smart points, but they're so good. And again, check out that video linked down below if you want a better explanation as to how I track my RX bars. And then No Cow bars are 5 smart points, and on Weight Watchers Freestyle with all of the 0 smart point foods that are available, it is very easy to incorporate a No Cow bar into my day every day as well. Do you have a favorite protein bar brand? Let me know in the comments below, because if you can't tell, I love me some protein bars and I'm always open to trying new and exciting things. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the little subscribe button down there so you know every time I upload something new. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. Take care, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!